welcome to the channel. Let's take a look at this garden. Here we have a bag of excess grass clippings. Here we have a few gardening supplies next to my barbecue grill, staying dry underneath the canopy. This first tree we're going to look at is my guava tree. It was given to me by a friend. It's looking very healthy and it is ready to go into the ground. The next tree here is a money tree, looking healthy as well. It has fruited and it has prospered. This next guy right here is my cactus that I'm hoping to split and multiply and adorn the front of my home with. Alright, and underneath all of this junk here, I have my little worm bin, my lazy worm casting bin, and it's going just fine. I've harvested some of the worm castings just not long ago. Because of the weather here in Compton, as you can see, I still have tomato plants, and I have them all over the garden with a few tomatoes in every plant. And moving on here, this first pot we have a red rose that I've been propagating, and right above that in the big pot is this unknown fig variety that I had plans for, but they haven't materialized. And next here I have a couple of onions that I pulled out from my garden. I'm letting them cure and dry and all of that. And here you can see a couple of blue agave plants. I've kept them small by keeping them in a small little pot. Otherwise they'll just become gigantic, and I'm not ready for them to do that. And now after the backyard makeover, I can then go ahead and up pot these into some nice decorative, maybe clay pots, and let them look as beautiful as they are. In this next pot here, you can see a small San Marzano tomato that I'm overwintering. Right next to it, we have this beautiful red rose already budding. Again, that will be transplanted on the side of my house. The following pots here have mostly just soil that I'm keeping nice and healthy, and it'll be ready for the next growing season. Not a whole lot going on here. A few more tomato plants that are being overwintered, and I will go ahead and use the clippings to propagate new plants when the time comes. Next we have here is this avocado tree. It was a scion that I put in this pot. It took quite some time, but look at it go. It is wanting to go. Beauty. Now this big plant here is Hoja Santa. It's a plant, I think I've explained it before. It's used down in Mexico, and they use it to, the same way you would use bay leaf. It's a seasoning type of a leaf. Delicious. And here are the two columns to my homemade, quick and dirty gantry. Not a very strong guy, so anything over 300 pounds, I'm going to need a gantry to maneuver it. Moving on, we have here just a pot with some soil that I'm just keeping nice and healthy for the next season. We have also this decorative aloe plants. They're very beautiful when they get much bigger, so I'm looking forward to that. Right next to that, we have some mint. And here we have this Chile Piquin plant. It hasn't really done amazing in a few years, but it puts out some chilies. And next we have this Mexicola avocado. Big plans for this tree. And by big plans I mean it's probably gonna go away. I just don't have the space for it. And moving on here, we have this oregano plant. Doing well. I harvested some oregano not long ago. It's dried. It's ready for use. Use what you grow in your garden, people. Next, we have this pecan tree here. And this tree is ready to go dormant. In this small pot, you see this tiger fig, the panache fig. It's a gift for someone and I haven't gotten it to them. Maybe at the beginning of the year. This next tree here is another fig variety. I believe it's a Kudota fig. And I already have a few of those. So this one will be transplanted somewhere else. This next fig here is of an unknown variety. I think I bought this at Home Depot. They told me, or the tag said it was a tiger fig, but it wasn't. We have this golden goddess bamboo, part of the decorative plant for the backyard. Moving on, we have my big beautiful loquat tree. It is flowering. It is getting ready to set up all that fruit. So for now, it's gonna stay right where it is. And where is it? It's in a pot. However, that tap root went right through it. And now it's in the ground. Here we have this beautiful princess flower. The main tree, it's a plant, but really it's a tree, died out. And from the root ball, it's growing out new shoots. So I'm hoping to propagate this tree, multiply it. Back here we have more tomatoes, as you can see. And some, look at those tomatoes there. Nice and green. Not getting much sun. I don't expect them to do well. We have some red roses in that parking lot of a pot. Let's move on to this side yard over here. If you look straight ahead, I have my compost and rainwater situation. Not much to say there. I think you've seen me harvest my compost. It's going fine. Here we have this little baby loquat tree. I think you saw me harvest this tree and repot it. Look at it. It's happy. It's doing just fine. And so what's next for this tree? Well, it'll go out into the wild, feed the wildlife. Okay, let's move on here. Here we have a handful of pots here. In this one, I got some green peas planted. I'm not sure what they're gonna do this season. Hopefully put out some fruit, condition the soil, all those good and beneficial things. I have high hopes. The rest of these pots, I just have all that good soil doing its thing. It's conditioning, it's preparing and getting ready for the next growing season. Well, let's move in here. Here we have more of that Mexican oregano, although I believe I know it more as a Puerto Rican type. It's great for seasoning soups, certain dishes. It smells very interesting. It's good. It's very good. Right next to it, I have some pepper plants that I am overwintering. Yeah, they're sleeping. And this guy here, I have some soil that I keep putting in organic material, and I'm just building and building upon it. And this next coming season, it'll have some plants in there. It'll be just fine. And the same goes for this big giant pot here. Just conditioning that soil, adding material, and getting it ready for the next growing season. This guy here is my passion fruit, in need of some weeding. Foliage is not an issue for it. It puts out some foliage. However, I haven't gotten any fruit from it for about a year. It needs help. Here we have my beautiful gem avocado, but we'll talk about that later. Here we have this Shinseki pear. Hasn't gone into dormancy just yet. This guy will be transplanted into the ground soon. Just like this guy here, my Kudota fig. This one's been a producer. However, it's ready to go in the ground. Next, we have this nopal cactus, propagated from the mother plant. Was hoping I would get some of the prickly pear, but I don't think the climate lends itself. Let's move on to this moringa tree. It hasn't been amazing. Right now it's got those seed pods. Where are they at? There they are. However, I could never get those seeds to germinate. So I'm sure it's me, not them. But I'll keep trying. Got a nice little ground cover, some clover. Maybe it needs to go in the ground. This next pot here, I had a papaya growing in it. It succumbed to the weather. It just doesn't like Compton. I pulled it out and I put a bunch of compost and just organic material right on top of that. Underneath we have a lot of sandy loam, but above we have organic material, and I'm just getting it ready for the next growing season. Next to that, we have this beautiful tomato plant. Gave me plenty of tomatoes. This guy here, San Marzano tomatoes, but now it's in dormancy, or at least it's overwintering is what I'm trying to say here. Let's move on. This gem avocado is growing very, very lopsided, and I need to correct that. That's the goal for this winter. I want some growth on this side. I want it to be nice and round and full. That's the plan for this tree. So some heavy pruning is to come. I'm tying branches in various directions in order to shape this tree, in order to allow these branches to pick up more light and grow. You can see there. As you can see, I try my best to keep a nice and heavy mulch to help the tree. Right, let's look at this giant peach tree. Not giant at all, I always say. It's got plenty of buds. It looks like it's preparing itself for the next season. I guess that would be spring. This barren space that you see here, well, this is the black canvas. I'll be planting trees from that tree there through this tree here, and I believe it's 2 trees that will occupy this space right here. And this next tree coming up is my tiger fig, the panache fig, getting ready to go into dormancy. Here we go. Surprise avocado. A lot of scions, a lot of grafting to come. The current grafts you see there did not take, but we're going to get this. We're learning and we're going to get it. This next tree here is my Eureka lemon. For now, it is in this pot, but soon it'll move to a much bigger pot. Alright, here we have another nopal cactus, the mother plant. In need of some pruning, in need of a lot of love, a lot of care. Here we have the lily of the Nile plant. Look at that rupa. How does it live? I have no idea. But this plant can grow, and this plant can live. Here we have this little tree. I can't quite think of the name. This guy, however, I can. This is the Meyer lemon. It doesn't look great. It needs some love and care as well, but we're doing okay with this. Moving on, we have the mother plant, the Panache tiger fig. It's got a great shape. It's going to be going in the ground sometime this winter, waiting for it to go to dormancy. This next little fig here is, I believe it's a Kudora variety. It's okay. Next we have this mandarin tree. This was a gift by my in-law, and right now I'm shaping it, and I want those branches to branch out at a more reasonable height. This avocado was grown from seed. It's a Hass avocado. It was not doing well, so I chopped it, and as you can see, it's got some fresh new growth. It's a brand new tree. Look at that. And it's growing, and it's ready for me to chop it again so I can graft on it a new tree. Atop the pot, we have some peppers. Next we have this Gala apple. I'm shaping it, I'm pruning it. Very soon it will go into the ground. This red pigeon pea tree has died. Look at that, that's so sad. But new trees, a nice big new tree is growing, and I'm sure it'll do just fine. Now this white pigeon pea right here, at the moment it's in full glory. That's all I got for now. See you next time.